Namaste everyone. In today's video, I wanted to share with you how to do water manifestation. This might sound a little bit weird, but if you think about it, we are made up more than 70% water. This earth is made up more than 70% of water. Water element is very powerful element. So it's nice to actually tune in to water and use water to manifest whatever we want in our life. My name is Priya. I'm very passionate about spreading positivity and empowering people to live their life to their fullest potential. We're all divine beings. We have the capability to create our life the way we want it. So let's make it beautiful together. So let's dive in. So today's topic is water manifestation. So why water? If you think about it, this earth is mostly made up of water. So without water, this planet wouldn't even exist. And then look at us. As human beings, we are made up of more than 70% water. Without water, we won't exist either. So what is so interesting about water? Think about the moon cycles. When the moon has certain cycles, the way it's, depending on which cycle it is at, it actually affects the ocean. It affects the water, the way the waves are, the vibration is. So water actually holds vibrations. It holds emotions. According to Dr. Emoto, he actually mentioned that water has emotions. It has happiness. It can actually have feelings, which is a little bit weird to think about. But if you think about it, if we are all water mostly, then it kind of makes sense if we can connect in that sense, right? So if we can use water, if we can connect with water to get what we want, then why not use what we have? We have all these 5 elements, then why not use water as our most powerful element to get what we want when it's out there for us? We have it within us and on the outside as well. So one best way to do this is to actually connect with water. Go if you have a river beside you, if there's a flowing water somewhere, even ocean, whatever it is, sit there, meditate right beside it. That's the best way. I actually did a meditation close to a river. It was the best feeling ever. The meditation actually was more powerful than me doing it in my room. And I have done it where like I did it for 41 days. And some days I did it in front of the river, like right beside the river. And then some days I did it in my room. And the times I did in front of the river, it was amazing. I actually saw energies. Like it was amazing. Such an amazing experience. So if you haven't had the opportunity to do it and you have river beside you, try meditating in front of the river. Just listen to the sound waves and just do your meditation. If you do some mantras, then do that because the vibrations are high. It's amazing. You can actually attract what you want faster when you do that, when you connect with nature, any sort of nature, but water has that element as well. So that's one thing. The next thing I would like to suggest, this I learned from Master Sri Akarshana, is going to water and you can actually just dip your hands like this and take some water in your hand and then pour it back into the water. It's a way of like giving respect and paying respect to the water. And he actually mentioned a mantra that I can share with you because he also shared it online in public. So that one is basically Om Gangaya Namaha. I'll write this down. So it's Om Gangaya Namaha. And when you take that water and you pour it into the river like that, just say it 3 times even, and just say Om Gangaya Namaha. Om Gangaya Namaha. Om Gangaya Namaha. And it's a way of respecting water that way, and you will feel instant connection with water. That's just one way. I have actually done mantras, because mantras holds vibrations. It's just that I can't share that with you all only because this is public. We don't know who's watching, and depending on if you're not prepared, if you haven't prepared your vessel for this, because I went through a rigorous practice for this where I was vegetarian, and then I did every 5 elements. I did 41 days for each of the elements, and you have it's like it requires a lot of discipline. You have to practice through that. If you're interested, I can send you the website, the school that I learned this from, and then when they offer offer it next time. You can take it as well. But I can't share it right now with the public only because some people might not be prepared for it, and that might actually harm you more than anything. I used to think when people say, why can't they share stuff? I used to think that was weird because I'm always about spreading knowledge to people. But now that I've been in this path, I understand that you need some discipline to prepare your vessel, prepare yourself. Otherwise, it would actually harm you. People have adverse reaction if you don't do it properly. So I definitely wouldn't want to harm anyone. So I'm not going to share the actual mantra. That there are other things that you can do with 108 beats, like Rudraksha mala or any sorts of mala where you count 108 times and say these mantras, and it actually benefits you in so many ways. It's actually very healing as well. You can heal yourself, you can heal others as well. So it's actually very helpful. So this is just one of the side note that I wanted to mention. But beyond that, even if you don't know any mantra, just saying Om is so powerful. The vibration of Om is so powerful that you don't even need to say it out loud. Just even saying it in your inner voice or saying it internally, like you have to tune in and say it internally. You would actually, if you do it properly, you would actually feel the vibration in your body, in your mind, in your soul. Actually, like it's super connect. Like you can connect to it very easily if you use Om. So you can do that. And even if you don't want to use any of the mantras, it's okay. Just put that intention of getting connection with the water. Pay attention to the water, the way it flows, the way it gives life. Because at the end of the day, if you think about it, we think everything is water is life, but technically life is water. Without water, we won't exist. The planet won't exist. So to acknowledge that to the water, it actually benefits us because because the water already knows. Just like in my previous video, I mentioned about universal energy and gravity. It exists already. Like the water knows its purpose. But for us to understand that purpose and for us to acknowledge it, it benefits us in return. So pay attention to these things. All you have to do is, even if you don't go to a river and connect with it, you can even dip your feet into it. It has so much healing powers. But even if you don't get to do that because you don't live near water, or you don't live in a season where you can dip your feet in or touch the water, then you can do this in your own room where you sit down in meditation and imagine doing it. Because when you do it in your imagination, like I don't mean just like regular imagination. I mean like actually tune in, like as if you're meditating, like tune into your third eye if you need to, and like sit in like a river or in front of an ocean and think about this, and acknowledge the water. You don't need to out loud say, oh, I love you, water, or like you're amazing. You just need to internally feel the gratitude for water and share that love, because the water will then again share the gratitude and love back to you, because that's how water works. So you can do that. That's one way of doing it. Another way of connecting with water is when you're taking a shower. When you're taking a shower, just imagine the water is actually cleansing all the negative energies within you. Just when you imagine it and you set that intention, it actually cleanses you thoroughly, not just physically, but mentally, emotionally, psychologically, like in any other forms that you can think of. You just put that intention and you can do it. And you can also say any mantras that you know. The mantras that I know, I used to do water showers while I had the beads in my hand 108 times, and it was super powerful. So those are some things that you can do. And if you don't have time to do all this, the best thing you can do is at least take a glass of water. Take a glass of water like this and hold it in your hand and just watch the water, look at it, pay attention to it, and just give your love and gratitude towards it. And just hold on to it with love and gratitude. And once you hold on to it, and it's like you don't need to say anything out loud, it's like the emotions just pass through. Once you do that and you drink that water, it actually has more benefits than anything just drinking plain water. When you actually talk to the water, and acknowledge it and drink it that way, it's almost like medicinal. Like you'll feel the purification of the water, regardless where you got the water from. You'll feel the purity in it. But other than that, I would like to say invest in proper drinking proper water as well, because it's basically our life. It's cleansing, it's giving us life physically, but when you're connecting to it internally, it gives you life emotionally. It gives you life to your soul as well, and that's where the connection comes in, and that's where you can start manifesting things, manifesting whatever you want. Test these out. Just because I said it, don't just believe it and think it will work. You test it out, you analyze it, and see if it works for you, because we're all different, even though we're all one, but we have our own unique experiences. So test it out and tell me how it works for you. Please comment below and tell me how it does. Until then, if you're new to my channel, please subscribe and click the notification button, because I'm very determined to creating weekly videos like this to empower you to live your life to the fullest potential. We are all divine beings. Let's make our life very beautiful together. And if you like this video, please click the like button as well. I forgot to mention earlier. Until then, namaste. Thank you.